As a team manager, of course, the first year was great because we did it in 250 and then in 500 class. There was O'Mara, Jackson, Jim Gibson. That was a great feeling, you know. It was great coming back after a lot of people did not believe in us. And I think the US team, the guys have always been good at working as a team, and that's been our strength also. And that's one thing about the American riders. Over the years, I feel really exceptional at working together and putting everything behind them from the past season. Nowadays, it was many times tracks that we only raced once a year, and they put the stakes down and rope. These days, the tracks mostly race tracks where they race several times a year, and you don't get that type of condition. But my favorite tracks have always been tracks with elevation change, a lot of elevation change. And the bigger the hills, the better. As a rider, I would have loved Glen Helen, the big hills. Most of the tracks with the steepest hills were in Italy and in France for us. For me, I think they do maybe too much grooming, except for the start. The start, I feel it's important that it's groomed, and beside that, I feel that there's too much maintenance done on track. I think it's important to keep the dust down, to make a track that has different lines. The best riders, they like to keep the track ungraded, you know, they like to keep it rough, but it's true that if you smoothen the track out, the racing usually gets closer because it's harder to make a difference. Ryan is at his best when traction is low. That's where I think he is strongest compared to the competition. We need to get past this. It's kind of like you could consider it like a block, you know, like KTM has never won in the big class here in the US in motocross or super. Ricky, you know, he was already a champion before I started working with him, but was open to advice. The good guys, they're good at listening to advice and taking what fits them. Many times with guys at this level, they want to hear some confirmation of something, you know, and they know what's right and what's wrong on the track. It's just like sometimes they need a little help to convince them, yeah, that's the way to go with the settings or something on the track that can be done or should be done, but it's kind of iffy. And unless he tries very hard, but they did not seem to absorb what you're trying to tell them, you know. And most of those guys, their mind is not open, you know, to take it. Or they tell you yes. When you tell them, they tell you yes, you're right, or you know, yeah, I know I need to do that, but they don't seem to be able to think about those things once they're in the race under pressure or something. You know, there's some riders that even if they're under pressure, they can still think and they can still, you can see that they are able to take your advice and use it. Travis, you know, is one of the nicest kids you can find. I mean, probably one of the most loyal riders that I've worked with. And you could tell him things, but as soon as he puts on his helmet, you know, there was another person. I don't think I bring any big secret to the team. I am straight up with the guys. I'm honest with them. I don't oversell what I can do. Every rider needs something different. The work as a team, on the motocross team, is more in the shop, on development of the bike. But with the riders, each rider needs something different. The way you can help them is in different things. One rider, it may be reassuring the guy that, you know, that he can do it. Another rider, maybe you have to calm him down. He's too eager. Or I try to bring to my guys to fill in the spot where they may be their weak spot. You know, that's what I try to do.